Good morning, my sweet friends. So today we are doing a full day of intuitive eating. I wanted to take you guys through this just to get an idea of what it's like to just listen to your body. I'm kind of going to describe to you my thought process behind why I'm choosing what I'm choosing. I'm hoping I can help you guys out with eating better and not thinking so much about dieting. When I woke up this morning, I actually had eaten a lot last night. My body was a little deprived and I also had a really big leg day, so I kind of just went ham. I kind of just ate a bunch of, it was a lot of organic food. I had a big salad, had some snacks. When I woke up this morning, I was still pretty full, but I did actually make myself greens. So I mixed this one and this one. I love this brand, by the way, Ancient Nutrition. They're really good. Just mixed that, had a glass of that, and went for a little bit of a walk. Showered, and I'm headed to a show. So based on how I'm feeling now, I think I'm just gonna make my morning cleanse. I do this like every other day, not every day. I do like lemon, cayenne pepper, and then I also have honey that I just bought from Whole Foods. It's cocoa superfood honey. This stuff makes you feel like you're on crack. I'm pretty sure it was this, or it could have been the greens too, but the other day I had no coffee, I had nothing. I just had the greens and then this like cleanse, and I felt like I took a fat burner. Like I was like off the wall. So I don't know if it's the honey or the greens because they're both new for me and they give me tons of energy. I'm gonna make that cleanse, quote, quote, use that lightly. It's really just to make me feel better about myself. I think. And then I'm gonna make my collagen coffee for the road because I have a pretty long drive. I might make some breakfast, I don't know, we'll see, but I will tune back in for you guys to let you know what my body is telling me. Bottoms up. Okay, y'all, so it looks like it's a change of plans here in the hospital. So I'm not eating right now. I haven't eaten all day. I did make my collagen coffee in my Starbucks cup, but I did not eat any of that. Or I did not eat anything. I don't really know what's wrong with me, just having some like numbness down the right side of my body. But I'm getting some scanning done and hopefully I will be okay to continue the YouTubes. So yeah, I don't know if we'll be eating today, but if I do eat, I can show you, but I'm not really feeling very peckish after the day I've had today. So I also missed my hot mulligan, which is very sad. I will be planning a dance party in my living room with their album and their t-shirt that I just ordered. The universe is on my side though, because the only one they had available online was the one I wanted. So on that note, I will check back in with y'all later to see if my body can stomach any food. All right, guys, so the last time that you seen me, I was in the hospital. Essentially, I'm going to do an intuitive eating sit-down discussion with you today, just to follow up, and then I will definitely do a day of intuitive eating for you. So there's just a couple things that I wanted to go over when it comes to intuitive eating. So I spent probably 2016 to 2022 2015 to 2022 dieting. Cycles of dieting, cycles of just constantly hating my body, really, which is not healthy. And I do feel like most women do experience this, unfortunately. And when I started intuitive eating, it kind of started happening naturally. I didn't want to diet anymore. I started noticing that dieting was not only making me miserable, but it was also causing me to continue to binge eat. And I kept thinking to myself, how can I get out of this cycle? How can I just stop doing this? So I stopped tracking, which was the first step into really beginning to love my body and stop being so food focused. And I was at a point in 2022 where I thought that I would never stop tracking. I was like, there's no way I could ever stop this. It's how I keep my body in check. I need to get my protein in. All these things that I was so hyper focused on that just weren't serving me mentally, physically, or emotionally, especially at my age. And as you get older, you know, for us women, generally our metabolisms do start to slow down, especially after the age of 25 or so, believe it or not. Physiologically, things just kind of start to slow. The one way to combat that, which I've actually discussed in a previous video, and I can link that for you down below, is to lift weights. Muscle mass will combat almost anything when done correctly, of course, and it also speeds up your metabolism at rest, so you can do less and eat more, which really we all want that, right? I'm sure that's not the first time you've heard this. Had years of lifting already under my belt and I was still so food focused and I had stopped competing, I really felt a little lost there. Like I said, I stopped tracking. I still have the MyFitnessPal app, but I haven't opened it in months. I can't believe I'm saying that, honestly. And I really just listened to my body. If one day I want to eat 3,000 calories, I eat 3,000 calories. I feel absolutely no guilt about it. Usually the following days I do eat quite a bit less, you know, but if you think about it and you think about our ancestors, you know, physiologically it kind of makes sense. One day, you know, you would maybe, I don't know, kill a huge animal, you feast, and then what? You're living off the land after that, berries and greens. So to be honest with you, that's kind of how I started to eat. And I just found it really interesting that I didn't lose energy. I didn't lose muscle mass. If anything, I had more energy and I felt stronger. And once I started feeling those things, I completely let go of being food focused. I just started eating what I wanted when I wanted. I don't track my protein. I don't track my carbs. I don't track my fats. I do notice though, most of the time I eat a lot less. I usually only eat half of my food, sometimes only a quarter, because I just listen to my body. When she's full, I stop. Before full, I usually stop. If I want to taste something, I taste it sometimes. I take a bite out of it, I walk away. I never thought I would be that girl. So for all of you ladies out there who feel like they have no hope, I highly recommend to just stop tracking if you do track and stop being so focused on certain macronutrients. Obviously, this is outside of if you're prepping or you're a bodybuilder or you're competing, stuff like that. That's a totally different ball game. But if you're just lifestyle, want to be healthy, just listen to your body. Learn to listen to your body. It does take some time. It does take some practice. But if you really just start telling yourself you love your body, you love who you are, you know, believe it or not, the mentality is a large part of that, and you just stop being so food focused, you'll notice that your body really does know what's best for you. And I just think this is something that is not talked about nearly enough. Our bodies are so smart. They give you warning signs, they tell you what you need, they tell you, you know, when you're too stressed, you know, it's all these things we lose sight of in our daily lives because we're so busy. And I really just think that, especially entering into your 30s, intuitive eating, the fact that it has a name, eating, you know, just technically it should just be called eating, is really valuable, and it can really change your life. So I just wanted to hop on here and share that with you guys. And I also kind of wanted to finish the little snippet of the video that I recorded before I went to the hospital. And by the way, follow up guys, I am okay. I was having some stroke-like symptoms, but they boiled it down to mainly just being some migraines that I have, which is kind of caused from that injury that I've had in my neck and my shoulder for quite some time. So very thankful for that, because I was actually very terrified. To finish this up, guys, please just learn to listen to your body and stop listening to the media. I really can't stress that enough. You know, I've talked about that a lot on here, but you know, coming from someone who's been in the industry and coming from somebody who has had eating disorders and who has hated her body and you know, overtrained, taken steroids, you know, you name it, I've probably done it or experienced it when it comes to fitness and health. So, you know, just really, really love your body. She takes care of you, and listen to her because she will continue to take care of you. When it comes to dieting, when it comes to health, your body, he is your best friend and will tell you exactly what you need when you need it. I really hope you guys like the new backdrop because I'm going to try to keep this consistent when I do sit downs or reviews. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me again in this video, and I will talk to you soon.